The Colour of Money is the third episode of the first season of So Little Time, and I really enjoyed this one, so there won't be any spoilers from now, but I will mention what the main message is, but I won't say how we get to that. And Chloe and Riley are raising money at school for dolphins, and they do really well. They also happen to want to go to a concert, and the next thing they know, Larry has bought 3 tickets to this concert. They're delighted because they didn't have enough money for concert tickets. We then realise that Larry took the money, well, borrowed, in his words, the money that they raised at school. And suddenly they're panicking because they don't know how they're going to resolve this situation. And I think one of the main things here, of course, is that generally you can't return concert tickets. If Larry had bought something that could be returned, the problem would be solved really quickly. So I like the fact that they decided to make it a concert ticket or concert tickets, because that means they're basically stuck. And I won't say what happens with this, but there are, of course, several messages here. The first one is, don't take money that doesn't belong to you. Even if you just think you are borrowing it, it is technically stealing. And there's also a message in this about honesty and asking for help when you're in a deep hole, as Chloe and Riley were, because they didn't know how to get out of this situation. And they do come up with some ideas that are not terrible ideas, but they don't exactly go according to plan. So I think this is a great episode. I really enjoyed Chloe and Riley working together as well, because in the previous 2 episodes, they kind of had separate stories, whereas this one really focuses on them both with the same narrative. And I really like that. That's not to say I don't enjoy the episodes where they have kind of their own separate stories, but with this one I rather enjoyed it a lot, and Larry is a great character as well. So definitely a great episode. I wasn't sure how they'd be able to resolve this problem, so I was very keen to find out. I think everything flowed really well, everything worked really well, definitely an interesting narrative. The performances were good, of course, no complaints at all. And I think out of the 3, it is early days, but of the 3 episodes so far, this one is my favourite, both in terms of the narrative and also with Chloe and Riley working very closely together throughout it. So I'm rather happy. I thought The Colour of Money was a great story with some really important messages, and absolutely one that I really thoroughly enjoyed.